Amanda. So Miss Amanda will
Hai,
we will talk
Assalamualaikum.
on minimizing costs in global halal retail and sustainable hospitality while impacting
Brand.
your brand. Okay, Miss Amanda, the floor is yours. You
Hai,
have like 20
Assalamualaikum.
minutes, and
Okay,
then we
sure.
have questions.
Assalamualaikum, everybody. So my name is Amanda.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, wait, is my angle is a little bit off. Just give me a bit. Okay, let me just share my presentation. So it's hang on. Okay. So can you guys see this the screen? Yeah. Do you have the entire screen? Okay, I can't hear you.
Yes, we have.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Okay, let me just move this. Okay, so Assalamualaikum. So my name is Amanda Atan, and I am from Singapore, representing One Halal Nation Group. So apparently the brand One Halal Nation, what we have been focusing on is that terminology of globally connected, peacefully united. So what we have done over the past years is basically we have been the key brand back in 2018, where we brought in global brands through Singapore to be more on branding positioning before they enter into Asia, other parts of Asia like Malaysia, Singapore, and Malaysia, Indonesia, so on and so forth. So how do we actually adjust this retail angle? Is apparently okay. I was also being recognized. Apart Sasnet was my last year award. Alhamdulillah. Aside from United States, I've been bringing over One Halal Nation brand as a retail channel for business owners, for product owners to actually have their brand positioning in other countries. And how do we do that? Basically, okay, this is just a little bit of what I have done, but we have our digital retail concept, which is vending machines. So most of the time, all across the world, everyone always talk about, oh, vending machine is just doing drinks and snacks and hot coffee. But little that they know that Singapore actually now is the second largest vending machine player. In the entire Asia, we have more than 35,000 machines, being the smallest country in the world. So what do we have in our vending machine? What have we done in our vending machine? So apparently we have the entire Van Cafe. So when I said what is Van Cafe all about? In one area, we can have 4 different machines having retail products, having drinks and snacks. We have makeup, which I will share later on. We also have pharmaceutical products. We are the first in the world that actually launched back in 2017. We are the first in the world that launched hijab vending machine back in 2017. And back in 2021, we are the first in the world that dispense halal sushi in vending machine. So we tie up with Hey Sushi, one of the big brands in Singapore. In 2022, we were representing Singapore, which we won a tender for the FIFA World Cup to actually help them with some of their vending machines. Putting at all these stadiums, but certain projects, certain parts of the deal didn't go through, so we decided to pull out from Qatar World Cup. But we are one of those who actually won the tender. So whenever a business owner or a brand owner who start any products, number one, they want to be seen. They want people to see that, oh, it is their brand, or do they actually hide behind the other manufacturers or other supermarkets. So coincidentally, when we first started, we were back in 2018. We were part of Singapore largest, which was recently bought over, Cold Storage, giant hypermarket. So we became the one of the only brand which has the all halal certified products in one vending machine. And it is over at this hypermarket where they have all the 17 machines. If you guys Google on 2017, 2018, you can see that Singapore launched first Venmart, VENDMART, Venmart. So we are part of the 17 machines. And in my machine, I do have hijab. I have in Umrah product essential. I also have halal tea. So what what we do is actually we help small or micro brand owners, micro SMEs to be seen, but in a smaller scale. Because vending machines is totally small. Rental is cheaper because you are just paying half or maybe 1/10 of the entire retail mart. And at the same time, we also help with the digital IoT, with the back end and all that. We do have all the data where where the business owners is able to know are their products being accepted not only to the foreign market but also in the local market. So this is how we have been positioning ourselves. So as I said earlier, we are the first that actually has Boon Lay Power Nasi Lemak, which is a 40-year-old brand in Singapore. We are the first for those in the Malay industry. Maybe Dewi is aware that Siput Sedut, Boon Lay Power Nasi Lemak Siput Sedut is one of the most favorite Siput Sedut in Singapore. So we have Siput Sedut in vending machine. We have biryani. We have pau. Lomai kai, and also right now we even have Hokkien mee in vending machine for our frozen to hot, as well as, so basically machines, there are more than 20 types of vending machine, no, there are more than 400 types of vending machine in the world. But in Singapore, we only have 20 out of the 35,000 machines in Singapore. So what we have done, like Boon Lay Power, how we helped them was that they were actually in central kitchen, in restaurant, in bazaar, in food shops. But those void decks, those residential lobby, some people couldn't be able to reach their to go to the outlet to buy the food. So that's where we assist with the ready to eat meals, frozen and beyond. We even have hot food vending machine now. So we are even launching our hot first in the world hot epok epok vending machine. For those of you who are not from Singapore, epok epok is just like savory curry puff, like samosa. I think there's one Mexican name. I forgot the name. Someone who can help me can just put inside the chat group. So at the same time, the Van Cafe is basically where we have all kinds of brands, all kinds of machines. So we have one self-service cup noodle cafe vending machine, cup noodle cafe in Singapore coming up. Where I'm sorry, I'm just using Nissin as a design, but this is how actually we bring in everything together and we position ourselves where it is a bit more easier to manage inventory for the business owner. At the same time, it also has a little bit more impact because we can have 10 outlets all across the whole country with 10 different machines. And the price or the amount that a brand owner is paying for is actually 1/10 of the price. And with this same model, that's why we even show that there are also, beside of Van Cafe, part of the products we can even have, like we can see Benefit is one of the earlier brands in United States that they launched this makeup vending machine under their brand. But for those who are not aware, Benefit actually launched their cosmetic vending machine all the way on the left in Penang back in 2016. And then they brought it over to back to US. And we also have like example, we have some brands where you can see that we have side lockers where we can put the whole entire bigger products at the side. So basically, what we are doing is helping brands to actually position themselves better, having their own brands. And we need to understand that when it comes to consumer, right? Consumer just want to see what they are familiar with. So for you, for any brand to be seen, example, we are trying to talk to Farm Fresh from Malaysia to actually have their milk in the vending machine so that it can be seen a bit more prominent, especially in void decks, in lobby, residential lobby, and even hotels. So back in 20, in fact, now we have a project coming up in August 2025, inshallah. We will be part of Mecca, somewhere near Masjidil Haram. We are part of the 70 machines that will be coming in to have different products and serving the pilgrims. So in the vending machines, we will have hijabs, like you see, face masks, so on and so forth. For Zamzam water, I still haven't got approval. So I need to talk to the Saudi authorities first before we can. So apparently what vending machines done, okay, vending machine is just part of our business. But what I'm working here is that how we are helping the MSME or even SME to have an impact on their brand while also positioning their brand to be bigger and minimizing their costs. So these are some of the products that had been in our vending machines, literally. We have Ajwa Days in vending machine. We even have this honey, and this is a Malaysia brand, this honeybee. We even have Indonesian dolls in coming up in vending machine. So you can see that, and this just to share a little bit to our friends out there. I mean, I'm from Singapore, but the thing is that my brand, I mean, we are working with people from Malaysia, Indonesia, Turkey, predominantly. And we can see that these dolls are actually made by I would say the rehabilitation inmates from the drug residents. I mean, lack of better word, from Batam. So the dolls are made by these inmates. And this cloth that they are making from is those leftover cloth actually. Ya, Ibu Elvina ya, ini daripada apa itu mereka yang dari yang usaha, bukan karyawan, karyawan berarti mereka itu daripada mereka pesalah daripada narkoba di Batam, di Batam, Indonesia, jail di Indonesia, dan mereka ini membuat anak-anak ini.
Oh, boneka ini.
Dan ini daripada Indonesia, tapi udah di Singapura. This is already in Singapore, guys. So I'm just sharing, and this Cinderella Indonesia is a brand that is from Indonesia, and we are putting it in vending machine. So what I'm trying to share here is that having part of vending machine is that we are trying to give better access. Like we said, we even launched this SG Muslimah on the left black machine back in Bukit Panjang in Singapore as well. So on this, in the middle here, you can see there is boxes of for those kurma, bigger boxes, whatever you need, we can actually put it. Fair River is a Singapore brand that is perfume. Huda Beauty Makeup. Okay, basically Huda is not our client, but Huda actually launched their, I'm inspired by Huda actually. So Huda Beauty launched their vending machine in a trade show back in 2015, 2016. Just using the vending machine to just show their brand, show her brand. And Huda Beauty is super big right now. All of us are aware where is Huda Beauty right now. And we are launching this Tebu. Okay, this is interesting. Tebu is actually sugarcane. We are part of the Dubai metro stations coming up by the end of this year, inshallah, earliest. I use the name Tebu. Tebu is actually a Malay name, right? I think in Indonesia, do you call Tebu as well?
Indonesia also we call
Also,
tebu.
yeah.
Tebu.
So we will have Tebu sugarcane, fresh sugarcane vending machine, but in Dubai. Purposely use the word Tebu so that it's just like sushi, right? So sushi is a Japanese name. So put a Malay name in the vending machine as well to actually show that. I think in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, we drink a lot of sugarcane juice. So we are putting these vending machines, and look at the scalability. Any brand owners, any manufacturer, any companies just want to scale, right? So by minimizing retail costs, maximizing profit, that is what every manufacturer or every brand owner would want to be involved in. Aside to our brand, we also have this automatic self-service kiosk, which is just, we have a couple of these in Singapore, whereby you just enter the shop and you scan your card or your face recognition. There's nobody in the shop. Come out, when you come out from the shop, everything has been paid for. So basically this is like an Amazon. I think in Dubai we have a Lulu hypermarket. Is Lulu have this market as well? Not Lulu, sorry, Carrefour. Carrefour. So they actually has their all unmanned service shop. So this is part of whereby it's not because that we can't get staff. The problem is that when this shop can run 24/7, and getting a staff and having the stress that somehow your staff will not show up and ended up you have to close your shop. That is one of the problem of most retailers are going through. People don't just show up at working place. And in Singapore, we have Cheers from FairPrice. They actually have their own mini service shop, or I would say totally digital, unmanned shop totally. You just go in, take the item, go out. It will be automatically deducted from your card. And it has an integrated system. We also have this for some corporate organization, factories who wants to, making sure that their staff, when they take the stationery, they take some food or whatever, they don't actually spend and take more than they should. Yeah, we have a lot of staff that actually took stationery for their kids at home, so by minimizing this, it helps the corporate as well and the government as well. So moving forward, we have moved into hospitality, where in one area we can even have our laundry, auto laundry, and we call it as a loft uh, space, where this is over in airports, or even coming up in airports, or even in train station, where we will have the vending machines along with this fixed loft. So basically what we work on is we do not want business owners to spend unnecessarily, because most of the tenancy in supermarket, not supermarket, in any landlord, any area, except for Saudi, most of the tenancy period is 1 year to 3 years. So if a business owner sign for entire 3 years and they have to hack the whole entire outlets, they do not have any asset left. Commercial asset will be zero. So by having vending machines, they still have this asset, because these vending machines can go to another location. And in terms of Saudi Arabia, most of our tenancy is 5 years tenancy. I think maybe we have some friends from Saudi. We are aware that Haramain train station, airports not so, but Haramain train station have a 5 years tenancy. So the moment you have one location, you have to stay for 5 years, regardless of your sales, right? And at least after the end of the tenancy, should you do not earn as much, you can bring these items out and go to another location, which we have been doing that. And for those who do not know, vending machines, laundry machines, they can last up to 20 years actually. 20, more than 20 years. So we also have this kind of pots where this is easy for those, and you can put your brand on top of it. We can even add on shower facilities in the entire space. So for those of you who have spaces and you just want to make money out of the space, yeah, coming from Singapore, we are kind of like real. I think Madam Devi would understand Singaporean, being Singaporean. We government will make every single dollar from every space, nook and corner. So same, we can throw this back to the brand of business owners. Make money out of your outlet, out of your land, because out of your land, I have a smart resort hotel. Okay, wait, hang on. This is just our global villa projects coming up. So this is not really part of sustainability, but this is the one where we can have a movable pots, where for those who have resort and land, this is the best way to also introduce halal products. So part of our sustainability project, we as a brand of One Halal Nation, we make sure that all the products, from the skincare to the food, so on and so forth, it's all halal certified. And having resort, we know that building a resort will take 2 years building properly. But when you have these kind of movable pots, it will take only 6 months. Then you can start running your resort. I have a project with in Africa that one of my client wanted to have these resorts, and we have all. I mean, of course, we are the middle person in a way, but we actually create the entire concept, and we do all the consulting to make sure that you get the best out of your business, or out of your land, out of your space. And we also integrate our team player, which is these robots. Okay, on the left is the security, we have from security robots to the food robots, as well as cleaning robots. So basically, we are merging, I would say we are making both human and non-human connected. Okay, I mean, work together to actually minimize the resources. At the same time, data can be well kept. So these are the things that we are doing, especially being part of the omni-channel distribution. Back to vending machines, you can see this Toy R Us. It is actually in Riyadh. Riyadh actually launched the first Toys R Us vending machine in the world. And they started it back in 2019, 2020. I know the franchisee for the Toys R Us in Saudi Arabia. Havanas with the slippers, they started this slippers vending machine back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken, but back in the US or Europe. Pharma Box is where you have all the pharmaceutical products. This brand is actually a US brand, but in Singapore, we do have Guardian Pharmacy already having their own pharmaceutical vending machine. So back to retail, this is how business owners can actually help themselves to manage where is their direction that they are going to, once they have a new product or new brand. Uniqlo, these are some of the brands that I'm just sharing. So you see that we have Uniqlo. Uniqlo launched this in Hong Kong back in 4 years ago. Kylie Jenner, vending machine makeup. She launched it in LA Airport, New York Airport, and a couple of other airports as well back in 2019, 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Or yeah, so I've seen personally their brand, their machine. So just to share, just for context purposes, Kylie vending machine actually cost $100,000. This is Kylie's machine. But if I can just go backwards a bit, this Lee vending machine actually only costs $10,000. So it really depends. So vending machine price can cost from $10,000 all the way up to $100,000, $200,000. It depends on what is needed in the machine. And every machine has a telemetry system, especially the updated one, whereby they upgraded one where we know who are buying because they have to enter their email address as part of the membership maintenance or membership registration, and at the same time, as a brand owner, we are able to see what product sells and what product don't sell. So this is how we can help the micro SMEs and to go into the retail. A little bit, I think all of us are aware about this, our global halal sector. There are many. Halal is not only on the food, the entire pharmaceutical, Islamic apparel, everything is part of our halal. And the halal cosmetic is one of the largest money-making industry, if I can say, yeah. So part of my projects, I have this in Middle East coming up with all these whole One Halal Nation brands. We have this container vending coming up. And we were part of Lazada back in 2021. So basically, Lazada even have us, this is our machine. And inside the machine are actually all the big brands product. They have Clinique, Lancome, SK2. Basically, they just want brand positioning. So we were part of their brand positioning in the middle of Orchard Road in Singapore back in 2-3 years ago. And it's during a Christmas season. The entire month, this entire container is there. And our machine was actually there. How Lazada project with us was like, the client will buy something from their website, and then Lazada belongs to Alibaba, I think, for just contact purposes. So people go to Lazada to buy items, and then they will be given a QR code to redeem the product over in Orchard Road. So they from online they go back to offline. So that's how Lazada did their brand positioning then, and we were part of them. And this is where I was sharing earlier. So if you can see, this is our frozen food. The one on top is Bobo Pop. These are fish ball, cheese meatball, frozen cheese meatball. I have frozen vending machine here. And we have microwave at the side or microwave inside, depending. And then one in the middle below here is actually nasi lemak. Nasi lemak, nasi ayam merah. Sorry, all of us are fasting. Nasi ayam merah, nasi beef rendang. So what happened is that my machines are in the void deck, which is like lobby of the residential area. So we have people who were rushing home and they are not able to buy food from the nearby shop or whatever. They actually go to the machine, get their nasi lemak, go back, microwave 2 minutes, and they are set to go. So this is how we have been working. We also have RTE, ready to eat meals, from also Boon Lay Power brand, and then we ever bring Kembara brand, Malaysia. I think Malaysia is quite familiar with Kembara brand. We have Kembara in our vending machine before. So this was when we started all the way back. This is in International Building, Singapore. So you can see in the middle here is durian cheesecake. This is the retail product. Drinks, snacks, durian cheesecake, coffee machine, our machine with all the products, Islamic products and all that. So what I'm trying to share here is that, okay, this is all our initial nasi lemak machine back in 2019. This was during COVID. Nobody can go out. So we have the different types of machine with the microwave outside, the microwave at the side, microwave inside. Tell me about it. Whatever about vending, we know what to do. So basically, we have been part of these brands that were trying their best to, because going back to consumer, they want to see familiar brands. And if they don't see familiar brands, they will be wondering, oh, is this food safe? So talking about food safety, like what Devi was sharing earlier, yes, the food packaging has to be in compliance by the government. The product has to be cooked in a central kitchen, food manufacturing kitchen. Home base is not possible. Normal retail store, not possible. They have to cook from a certified central kitchen. We did R&D for 1 year to make sure that the food is fresh. Everything is properly done before you can even put in a retail channel, just like a normal shop. The one here with the side microwave, this is an RFID machine whereby the client will just tap their card, open this freezer, and then when they close it, automatically their card will be deducted. So they can take 10. So you can see like where is the payment system. So they can take 10 out of the machine, this is at the void deck of a residential area. They could take 10, automatically the machine will deduct 10 items of whatever they purchase. This is an RFID method. So there are a couple of different methods that we have been working on as far as vending machines are concerned. And yeah, I leave my thank you for joining. Okay, so
So,
thank you,
Alhamdulillah.
thank you,
Thank you
thank you,
very
thank you.
much, Miss Amanda. Thank you very
Mm,
much for the sharing.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like a robotic world. And when we look
yes.
at vending machine, I remember there was once I deal with the vending machine because I have to tap my card, and I didn't know whether, no, it's not that I didn't know, but I was not convinced whether it works
Mm.
accordingly. So I have to call the Gen Z people, that boy coming like, please tolong makcik, you know.
Why
I'm
you
not
can't
sure
take it
if
out?
you um
Okay, I think I
but
had a
I
question
have
from Devi. Devi mentioned that who manages the logistic for the vending machine in terms. Okay, basically for our company, we did it ourselves. So we have learned from manufacturing to even management of the machine. No, we start from management, then we manufacture machine. Basically, we manufacture machine based on the products of the client itself. And then we also have clients who actually they own the machine themselves. They got the products from our own suppliers, and we teach them. So over the past 7 years in the industry, we have taught more than almost 70 normal business, first timers, brand entrepreneurs, business people who just wanted to start their business, and we train them how to manage their machine. Basically, we do the training. We also learn on the transportation, the replenishment. We even tell them whether can the machine make it in a certain location. So some location don't make it, and they will say, "Oh yeah, Miss Amanda, I want to put my makeup, but I want to put at MRT station." Then I will tell them, "Look, do you know that MRT station or metro station, subway station in Singapore, the rental for one machine can go about $1,000. Just for one machine is $1,000. So then I will tell them, are you sure that your product can sell? I mean, if your product can't sell, you have to do online marketing first, sell your product in TikTok first or whatever social media, then have a brand positioning. So it works both way. And we even brought Turkey product to Singapore, which is Otachi. We have Torku, some of the product which we already launched in Singapore back in 4 or 5 years ago. And we have people who would like to try. So what I'm trying to share here is that we can do the training. In fact, for some of our clients we have a client in London that wants to launch his frozen food, halal frozen food. And he was telling me, Amanda, so know what we do? I said, no worries. Once we send your machine, we will send my staff over, my technical staff over to train your staff. And in any fault of the machine, let's say the machine has some, elevator problem or whatever, you can do real time with us, then we can teach you how to get it done. If let's say a bit more complex, then our staff can even go over, which we did for Brunei. We did for Brunei as well. So we send our technician down to actually train the business owner there. So on my end, it's quite a whole concept. Like go back to the resort, right? For the resort, we will actually check the land. Can the land actually put up this portable hotel, or will it be easier if we focus on a proper build up? So on consulting part, I'm actually working on different project management. But as far as vending machine is concerned, don't be surprised when you guys text me or email me or WhatsApp me. I will just be mentioning like, can I see the packaging? Can you measure your packaging? So they will say, oh, this is the packaging. And I will say, oh, okay, your packaging can only fit 30 products in the machine. So that's how we actually will tell them. And they were like, oh, okay, so I can put only 30 products. Yeah. So if the product is selling well, you must have a logistic team to do the top up every day. Just to share that we have our products that we have a client who actually make $8,000 a month, but every day she has to top up 3 times for the food because the food just sell. So he has to top up, and we say, okay, you know what, you have to change to the hot food vending. So we have frozen food, hot food, chill food, and I also will advise on the right packaging. So basically, we have a different projects, and I said in for Saudi Arabia, yes, I still need some team members who want to be part to have their products in Saudi Arabia, because we have location. Back to business, location is the most important thing. Where you put your products is more important, because it doesn't make sense if you have a product but you put in somewhere and people do not know where's the product at, right? So we have projects, we literally have projects that we are putting in almost 70 machine outside Mecca Masjidil Haram. And for those of you who want to be part of this brand, you can always talk to me. Okay, hang on. How do I manage traceability with large portfolio of it? Okay, basically, all the products all products that are coming to us, they have to submit their halal certification. They have to submit. I mean, as far as food products are concerned. Number two, we partner with another company called One Agrix. One Agrix is a Singaporean-based company, but they are now in Switzerland. They actually have the entire platform where they have the authentication of halal certification from different countries. So basically, we know, like Devi mentioned earlier, Miss Devi mentioned earlier, that the halal brand or the halal logo can be confusing. But the thing is that there are also products that are being compromised, where the products are being made by non-halal factories, and they just put a halal logo there. And then, we couldn't authenticate. So we do have our another team management team that does the halal authentication. And it goes by product first and then halal, and we'll see whether will people buy the product. At the end of the day, we need to make sure that people know whether can this product being sold or not sold, especially in a global market. Yeah.
Yes, Miss Amanda.
Yeah.
I think because due of time, we don't
Yes,
have
yes,
much
of
time,
course.
but I believe that but I have this I will contact you, inshallah, Miss Amanda. We I want
Yeah,
to
I
look
am
at it
leaving
because
my
what Dr. Said is asking is about traceability.
yes.
Because cross contamination may occur, and there's the halal control point issues. Because of machine, how do you secure and how do you ensure that these products they were halal certified, but and then
Yep.
when it comes to the machine
Oh, okay.
and other people
That's the
will
reason
touch.
why. Okay, sorry. I was sharing earlier. That was the reason why that the packaging has to be of Singapore Food Agency standard, food hygiene standard. So in Singapore, for the food machine, we have additional license that we need to submit to SFA. So what Singapore Food Agency will do, they will ask us to submit the packaging, how the packaging look like, which central kitchen that comes from, how do we ship the product, or how do we send the product from the kitchen to the machine, how does the machine function, how does from the frozen to hot, how is the microwave inside. So, and we even have a pest control, we need to sign up for the pest control contract, whereby we have this pest control that actually they do some cleaning on the machine and regular checks on the machine to make sure that there is no dust or whatever that comes in, or flies and all that, which of course in Singapore our hygiene standard is pretty on a different level over here in Singapore. And if we do not comply to that, Singapore is straightforward. We will lose our license, and we will be fined $10,000. Straightforward. So So the government will send their officers to just go and check. But the machine itself has a traceability check to see whether is the machine working. There's a camera inside that can be installed as well to see if the machine is being dispensed, the machine product is dispensed properly. So we were featured in Channel News Asia last year with regards to how we actually manage these products, especially for our food product. And yep, as far as the hot food machine, the machine has a thicker timing whereby after 12 hours the machine will not be able to sell automatically. And for the sushi machine, our sushi, it can only be eaten within 4 hours. So let's say after 4 hours the machine will be automatically off, so nobody can buy from the machine, and our staff will come and take back all the products which are not sold.
Oh, Alhamdulillah. Very
Okay,
interesting.
yeah,
Thank
my
you very
number
much,
is
Miss
in the
Amanda.
group.
Is that in the chat
Yeah.
box?
Okay, hang on. Let me just put my number. So if anyone would like to text me, then you can send WhatsApp to me. Thank you so much for this
We thank you.
opportunity.
We
Thank you
thank
so much.
you. Without three of you, this sharing will not happen. So inshallah, thank you very much for every panelist. We have very fruitful discussion, fruitful sharing, insightful sharing. Hope to see you again in future, inshallah. I think we can close it now for now, and for the last one, photo session.
Okay.
So everyone is ready. If you have the camera, you can turn on the camera so we can shoot you. Okay, everyone's ready. One, okay, coming. Okay, good. Mm, okay, 1, 2, 3. It's coming. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. That's all. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you. Thank you very much.